What it do, what it do. Thanks for watching Tuesday's Tip of the Day. My name is Larry Williams. I truly believe success is different for everyone, but everyone can be next to get theirs. Let's go. Bam, let's get it in. They always say that you should wait a little bit before you do your live videos, but I just feel like, I don't know, I just start them. Anyway, last week I talked about sharing your story, which is powerful. Sharing your story of where God has brought you from to now, right? And I think we should all continue to share our stories. But Pastor Julian, my pastor, told me one time, he said for 2 years, he collected stories. And I was like, damn, that's dope. So what happened was he learned by collecting people's stories and listening to what they have to say, he learned how to ask questions to keep the dialogue going. And so I catch myself, like just this weekend, I'm talking to a couple and I'm listening, I'm hearing what they're saying, right? But I'm not listening. I'm hearing what they're saying and I'm in my head like, ooh, what story can I tell that God's done for me to them? You know what I mean? What story can I tell them? And I'm so thankful that God has, blessed me with that heart to share my story, but I wasn't listening. I wasn't listening to their story, like really collecting that information to see what could I ask next, right? So I thought about it. I'm like, I need to slow down. Like I need to because sometimes, yes, God wants us to tell our story, but sometimes in that moment, God may want us to pray. God may want us to just encourage them. God may want us to lead them to someone else to you know what I'm saying? So if you're not listening to what they're actually saying, and you're in your head, you're like, ooh, what can I tell them? What can I tell them? You need to actually listen to what they're saying and ask some questions to keep that dialogue going, because maybe God wants you to do something else in their life at that moment, right? Not just tell your story. And again, I think our stories are powerful, but in those moments, maybe God wants us to do something else. So I'm big on trying to listen right now. It's a work in progress. But I'm big on trying to listen and see what God wants me to do in that moment. Actually listening to stories to see how I can get the conversation to keep going. Not just, I've had a bad week, and, kind of listen to what they're saying. But, why did you have a bad week? Like, what is going on? Like, what is making you, irritated? You know what I mean? Ask those questions. And it was funny. My boy Julian, Pastor Julian said, like he always asks someone, how you doing? And they'll say, good. And then they'll say, well, on a scale of 1 to 10, how you doing? And then it's like, oh, well, I'm a 4. Well, then you're not doing good. So, you know what I'm saying? He's learned how to ask those type of questions to keep the dialogue going and to really get more information from someone. So anyway, long story short, collect stories. Actually listen to people. Sometimes I actually thought I was listening and I really wasn't. I was hearing them. But I was hearing them so I could figure out what can I tell them about me? What can I tell them that God has done for me, which is dope. But also we need to collect that information, all right? So keep your mind right, stay focused, unleash your greatness, be next to get your success. And also listen to people so that we can inspire them to be next to get theirs. See what God wants you to do in their life at that moment, all right? Bam, love y'all, let's go. Bam, let's put it in. Let's get it in, sorry about that. All right, love you guys.